This time in the garage, we're doing future classics. So cars from 2010 to present, which we think will at some point be classics.
Collectible classics.
Technically, they'll all be classics
Yeah.
at some
Which
point.
people will desire in the future.
Desirability.
So, what's the criteria for that, Bear?
I think the fun part is we're all going to have our own criteria.
Okay. I like it.
So I'd just like to say for the record
Uh-huh.
that I had a real hard time with this
I figured you would.
because I just don't think cars made after 2010 possess any characteristics which will make them classics.
We'll find
And
out.
in 1985, you probably would have thought nothing after, I don't know, 1910. In fact, with you, I'm not so sure that anything after 1910 you would consider a classic.
I like a C2 Corvette.
That's after
C3
1910.
Corvette.
C2. I like a C3.
Oh, yep.
Mhm. Well, I feel like cars hit their peak in about 2008.
Okay. But every generation of cars is going to have stuff that people find collectible.
I was going for
Yeah.
specials, maybe limited editions.
So I kind of tried to avoid that in a way
Yeah.
because specials and limited editions, especially with the current car world, like with Bring a Trailer, Cars and Bids, all the car auctions,
Yeah.
stuff that comes straight off the showroom floor is suddenly worth $100,000 more than the sticker.
You mean like the more words a Hellcat has?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the new ZR1s, which are apparently,
I don't know that I had any brand new cars.
I don't know that I did either.
I might have had one.
I had pretty close.
I, for the record, went for things that I thought people who would be in, say, 15 at the time the car was made, so they can't drive it, would think that's pretty cool. And when they're 40, they'd want to own one if they could.
I'll remember my picks.
I kind of have an assortment of stuff, but
Yeah.
the first car on the list here, which is mine, I kind of picked because I think they're somewhat not known, and looking for one for sale was a little difficult. I don't know that I paid much attention to the fact that they existed.
Right.
You've seen them,
Yeah.
but I don't know that you've actually seen one.
Let's look at it.
So first car, this is on Bring a Trailer. Also, for the record, we could have cars from pretty much anywhere. This one was on Bring a Trailer. It's an original owner 2017 Camaro 1SS 1LE 6-speed. So
Right.
I think these Camaros, especially if they don't come back with another new one again, because fourth gen people thought, well, this is the end of the line.
Yeah.
This really kind of is the end of the line, I think. Certainly with the big V8 and a 6-speed manual.
Sure.
The 1LE cars, on the other hand, which I didn't really pay much attention to, apparently you could get a 1LE package on a V6 or a V8.
Yeah. I think I remember Randy Popst raving about the V6 one.
Really?
What's the 1SS and the 1LE mean?
So I found the 1LE Camaro V6, which has the 335 horsepower V6.
Right.
Adds suspension, oil cooler, forged wheels, bigger tires, Brembos, limited slip diff, different gear ratio, engine oil cooler, differential, and transmission coolers.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Steering wheel, short throw shifter, and the Camaro SS fuel system, and the spoiler and the exhaust and Recaros.
And full
available.
Underbody shielding.
Yep. Same thing on the V8 cars. That's a forged wheel from the factory. With a 285 front, a 305 rear.
Right.
6-piston Brembo monoblocks.
Ooh.
Limited slip, all the track cooling, all the interior stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, that's pretty neat.
That's a pretty good package.
That you would do that.
Yeah. From the factory.
Uh-huh. And it's on the SS. It's not on a Z28 or
Right.
a ZL1, even though they did versions of both of those with the 1LE package. So I think stuff like this.
Yeah.
Where maybe you didn't know that even existed. And this is the Gen 6 Camaro. Apparently they did them on the Gen 5s also.
Yep. Yeah.
And the 1LEs all have a black hood. So the hoods on these are the matte black.
Yeah.
They got the little front spoiler and the rear spoiler.
Yeah. I think these took over the Z28.
Boy, I don't know. I get real confused on the 1LE.
I'm not a Camaro
the Z28 and the ZL1.
Yeah.
But
The
I know
Z28 was kind of like that in the previous body style. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the Z28 was a little more rowdy than the SS.
It's funny. I would never consider owning this car,
Mm-hmm.
but you've almost kind of convinced me because it's got a lot of cool stuff and it's
It
a
does.
6-speed.
Right.
Yep.
And it's cool
And
that they build it
It's going
like
to have
that.
a decent, I'm driving a car, not sitting on a couch type experience.
Yeah.
Apparently they handle really well.
And it's pretty cool. They put some effort into making it better than just the regular one.
Yeah.
So kind of neat. And I think that's a 2017
Yeah.
sold for $39,000.
It's not a crazy price.
It's got 17,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
These are like 455 horsepower,
It would have been more than that new, I would think.
probably. Yeah.
So it's not yet made it to the it's worth more than it was yesterday phase.
Yep. So
Nice.
that's pick number one.
Yeah.
I like it.
So number two, kind of the same idea. Ford doesn't build cars anymore except for the Mustang.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Focus RS. I think the big thing on this one, 3,700 miles. I think they're all manuals.
Yep.
They're definitely all wheel drive.
Yep.
Nitrous blue is kind of a neat color.
Yep.
The big thing is this is unmodified, which
Yeah.
has to be a unicorn.
Yeah,
Because I looked for unmodified Focus RSs and
they're few and far between.
Yes, so-
At least got a cob something or other on it.
3,700 miles.
By the way, this was so I did just started with what cars do I think? Not looking at any, just
Uh-huh.
make and model and rough year range. And this was one of my contenders was the Focus RS.
Yep.
Because I also feel that it's different enough from its peers that down the road people are going to think it's cooler than they did when it was new.
Which people thought they were pretty cool when they were new.
Yeah,
It's true.
I mean,
Although
they're pretty popular.
we in the US market we got screwed on the Focus for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
So when we got the good one, it was like, hey, look, it's the good one.
And then we're not making cars anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Mustang.
Ford is so dumb.
Yeah. I think because of that, eventually this car is going to be sort of an end of the
I
line.
can see an unmodified one.
Yes.
Because they made
think
bazillions
unmodified.
of these. Yeah,
Kind of like the Subaru we looked at on the Bring a Trailer episode
sure. That sold
for
for
$55,000.
Yeah.
That was bone stock.
Yeah.
I think these are going to get real expensive if they're stock.
Yeah, especially in that color, I think.
350
color.
horsepower and all-wheel drive. I mean, that's still a hot rod.
What's that blue called?
Nah, I forget.
Nitrous blue.
Because it's kind of like Ford's version of that Nardo, right? Nardo blue.
No,
No.
Laguna Seca
Laguna
blue.
Seca. It's got metallic in it.
But it's
this one does.
Yeah. It's got a fine pearl in it.
There's also a Honda blue that's kind of like that.
Yeah, there's a
Type
bunch
R.
of people coming out with stuff like this.
So I think that's going to be one for sure.
Yeah.
And this one sold for 41.5, so that's pretty.
Pretty up there.
That's already pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But pretty close to the price the Camaro was too.
sure.
Okay.
Ooh. This was on my list of things I didn't get around to finding.
These I go back and forth on, but
Yeah.
I think ultimately I still see one of these driving down the road. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
Is this electric?
that looks cool. It's a hybrid.
It's red. I mean, I don't
Yes.
think I've ever seen a red one.
It's a
I
good
think
red.
the only downside to these is if they were faster.
Right. I think
I think they leaned a little more towards the hybrid part than the performance part.
they did. And I think they had to because they wanted to. But
It's such a strange statement.
But I think they look really cool
I think they look fantastic.
still.
Yeah.
And this is a 2017. It's almost 10 years old.
Yeah. And they didn't make that many of them. And another thing I was trying to think of is like nowadays we want stuff that didn't, like an E30 M3
Right.
didn't sell worth a hell when it was new.
They
These
weren't
things,
real popular when they were
they
new.
couldn't give them away.
Right.
They were trying to lease them for like $20 a month and no one would ever take them. And I think these things, will be.
But that's got 15,000 miles on it, sold for 51.
What's the gearbox?
That seems like a deal.
They're an automatic of some sort.
6-speed automatic.
Yeah.
This is not my favorite of yours, just for the record.
No? What was your favorite?
Well, so far the Ford.
Really?
I just think there's some stylistic things on this that are eerie, like those little finny things on the front, and then the way the back kind of looks like a Fu Manchu.
Huh.
Okay.
I think they look really cool.
It's got a good line overall.
And the whole carbon fiber tub thing and the
Yeah.
doors. And
So what do these sell for now?
oh, wow.
I
I don't
think
remember.
they were trying to get 100 and something
Yeah.
for them.
Hmm.
I mean, they were kind of a lot, but I don't know that they ever sold any. They just leased them all.
Maybe. I imagine
obviously
they sold.
this one.
I mean, but I don't think I've ever seen a red one.
Laser light headlights.
Yeah.
Heads up display.
Weird how heads-up display kind of came and went. And,
That's
It's still there.
yeah, but I mean, it was like Cadillac did it in the fucking 90s
Chevy.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought there was Cadillacs that had them.
There might have been.
And then it
Corvettes.
sort of just went away.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I think it's a good idea if you can make it work without interfering with your line of sight too much.
Yeah. It's on a lot of German stuff.
I mean, it's on fighter planes, so it's
The M6 had it.
the one you had.
Yeah.
Loved it. This might be controversial.
How so?
I think the E90, 92, E9X, M3s are going to kind of hit a sweet spot at some point. It's going to be similar to E30 M3.
Sweet spot as in
Age, horsepower, driving dynamics,
I get it. Yep.
naturally aspirated V8,
Yeah.
over 400 horsepower.
Yeah.
Manual transmission.
Yeah. Oh, this
BMW
one's not.
M.
Yeah.
This one's a frozen competition package.
What does that mean?
It's
frozen
matte
paint.
paint,
So it's
which is not the one you'd want.
Uh-uh.
But I do agree. It's the last naturally aspirated M car.
Yep.
8,200 RPM or 8,400
Yeah.
RPM manual. The driving experience has got to be pretty good.
It's heavier
They're
than
heavy, but
it's heavier than your M3
yeah,
by quite a bit.
but it sounds way better.
Sounds phenomenal. And they had lots of special editions,
They did.
which they didn't really do on the E46. Plus, you could get a 4-door.
Yeah.
wouldn't that be was that before they did the whole?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
It was also
M3 is called
before
the M4.
M3, M4. They
Yeah.
were all M3s.
Yeah.
Coupe and sedan.
Yeah, I think that's good.
There's something to be said. I mean, I was thinking about this on the way over. Engine-wise, you've got a small kind of overstressed engine that turns quick, or you can have like a big understressed engine that just powers through. And there's something to be said for that. Even though I think this one actually is fairly high based on what I read there.
What do you mean by understressed?
Just it's not when you're going
Like
down
a
the
small
highway.
block
It's
Chevy.
not working hard. You can make it work hard, but in its normal life, it's not really at the edge of what it can do.
Example.
Like small block Chevy.
Like he's thinking like my Corvette versus this thing, or an S2000.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess a reasonably large naturally aspirated V8 has a certain charm to it,
This is kind of different than most of what you're thinking of, probably.
but it is a reasonably large naturally aspirated V8.
Yeah.
4-liter.
That's reasonably.
But it
large.
revs to 8,500 RPM.
Yeah. They don't make a whole bunch of torque.
But also, I think really good looking car.
Yeah. And I think the insides are pretty good. I think,
Yep.
especially without it, if you just get a single hump,
Yep.
they're going to age really well.
Single hump.
You don't get
do the iDrive.
Yeah.
So clutch pedal, no iDrive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think kind of the same thing as the other two stock, or maybe lowered
Yeah, you got to.
with an exhaust.
I'd put a carbon intake on it.
But you put carbon intake on it at the end.
Well, you can do that after you buy it.
Yeah.
So I think those will be one.
Yep.
These, I think will also be, I know it's hard to imagine. Maybe it'll be the supercharged Mini Cooper. Maybe it'll be the supercharged or the turbocharged ones. Maybe it'll be both. I think this is a turbo one.
I think so. I've been looking at the supercharged ones.
Uh-huh.
It's so tempting.
Mhm.
For like $6,000, you can have a really, really nice one.
And they're absolute blast to drive.
Yeah.
But the problem with them is they don't survive very well.
No.
They get abused. They get modified like this one.
Yeah.
The same thing. I think a really nice low mile, good condition stock Cooper S.
Yeah.
Early Cooper S with a 6-speed.
I have seen quite a few that I would be perfectly willing to have at what I think are pretty reasonable prices.
It's actually pretty good.
Like what they put John Cooper Works on everything now. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
disgusting. But the gray ones with the like red mirrors
Yep.
and the two-tone roof thing, and the
Uh-huh.
numbers on the roof. I think those will be highly sought after.
Those already are.
Are they?
Yeah. Those are I forget what they call that.
It's a Cooper Works something or other.
Those are Cooper Works something else. That's got 141,000 miles on it.
You know, when these were, well, back then, so say 2010, 2015, I feel like having a Mini Cooper had a certain mystique of wankerness to it,
Oh,
which I feel like has worn off to a certain extent. Like I would not have been willing to own one 15 years ago, but I would maybe own one now.
Oh.
And probably own one now.
Anyway, the ones I've driven were right. And I think that'll.
I don't know. This one's kind of wishy-washy on me, but
This one is. I'm not saying this particular
Yeah.
one. It's got a lot of miles. But I think a good stockish one with lowish miles.
sure, we could say that about anything.
There weren't a lot of cars in 2012 that were kind of a little more raw, tossable, lightweight. And this, Miata, what else?
Boxster.
Really lightweight, but okay. Anyway, there's mine.
Nice.
Now for the good stuff.
I don't know. Yep. Time for the good stuff. This is 2014 Audi RS5. Now, I think these will be good because it's an RS car.
Uh-huh.
So it's got the widened stuff, the haunches, big brakes, RS stuff. It's the last of the naturally aspirated V8s.
Okay.
Revs to 8,200, 80, somewhere around there. High revving. I think they look great. And especially in this color, it looks fantastic.
So you're saying 2015 was V6?
Yeah.
Turbo?
Yeah, twin turbo V6, which I think are faster and whatever, but they don't sound as good. The only problem, well, I don't know. Maybe they did. I couldn't find any in a manual. Maybe they did them. I'm not sure. But it had it. This has a DCT in it, so it's not totally bad. But Recaro seats. It just got a lot of cool stuff to it. Kind of a last era.
Interesting.
with the engine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple Audis on my short list,
Yeah.
but I don't know that the driving experience
Yeah, I don't
of any
know.
of them.
Right.
Like I had a TTRS,
Yeah, I thought about that.
and I'm like, but everything I read, people are like, they're not so great to drive.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I haven't driven one.
Right.
Seems like it's still going to be fun, and it's going to have that 5-cylinder sound.
Right.
Just like this thing should scream.
Yeah. I mean, this thing's going to be fast enough, sound great. You know, it looks great, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. And I think right now they're fairly inexpensive. I don't know. This one was like, what? Yeah, 30s?
Or a 14.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of on the high side of the price range.
Okay.
But
Feels high.
52,000 miles.
yeah, I mean, it's a low. People drove these, so it's kind of hard to find a low mileage one
Right.
that's not,
Yeah.
silver or black or whatever, because it's an Audi. But I think that's a good one.
All right.
2024. This is a pretty new car. Cadillac CT5 Blackwing, naturally aspirated V8 with a supercharger on
That you have to pick.
it. 6-speed manual. I thought this was an interesting color.
Is that's because it says midnight steel metallic.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it still looks like at midnight.
no, that's teal.
It's gray and blue.
I would call it teal.
I don't know. I like it.
I like it. Big horsepower.
Actually, I like the color with the wheels too.
Yeah, big horsepower. I think they look good. The manual.
I think for what it's worth, the color of those wheels redeems the color of the body a little bit.
Sure. I don't know. They work well together.
Of course, we're talking about all of these in general, not just this one.
Well, right.
Sure. I don't know how much longer. It seems like they're building manuals for.
Do they just do V's or are they all V black wings?
I believe they do V's,
Okay.
but I don't know what that entails.
What's the black wing get me?
I think it's the supercharged thing.
Is this front or rear wheel drive?
Rear ceramic brakes, Magna Ride, heated and ventilated seats, a 6 or something horsepower.
Apparently, Cadillac has announced that this and the CT4V Blackwing, which apparently they're all black, will be the final gas-powered V Series models.
I wonder if that's going to change.
Well, there you go. They might like a Camaro, bring them back every 10 years.
Well, but there's been the change in regulations and stuff that doesn't
And-
particularly favor electric anymore.
But
And
as of right now,
people generally not being terribly happy with their electrics.
Right.
as of now, the last gas-powered V car with a manual, 600 and some horsepower.
I mean, to be fair, the V thing is fairly short in the history of cars.
What about it? What do you mean?
Hasn't been around real long.
And
Just saying, the final one, it's only been around for
in 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah,
They started in 2000 or something.
Mm.
I think maybe 15 years.
No, they might have been supercharged for 15 years.
Anyway.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think so.
Those are still expensive.
That's
Well,
a brand new car.
That's this model year, or last model year. So that's technically that could be as old as 2 years.
Thinking those aren't ever really going to go down much.
Right.
Yeah.
I think these are going to go up. 2016 M4 GTSs. Pretty special cars. Kind of like the Camaro, maybe.
That is the most Japanese looking BMW I've ever seen.
All right.
I'm not. It's not a criticism. It just has kind of a Japanese car look to it. It's the wing and the thing on the front.
The GT4 stuff or the
Yeah.
GTS stuff.
Could be.
Because that's why I picked it. Pretty special cars. Titanium exhaust, which I think the regular ones didn't have.
Oh.
They had the roll cage, the lightweight forged wheels,
Is that a twin turbo
straight six.
straight 6.3 liter?
Yeah, they kind of sound poopy, but they're quick. It's got the splitter on the front, the wing on the back.
It's surprising that it doesn't have a real gearbox.
Different hood.
It's got a different hood. Got this frozen paint.
Yep.
Which I think if you're collecting one, this is probably the color combination I'd get. I made these in this color, white or black. I don't know.
I think the frozen paint looks nice, but I imagine it's horrible to try and keep it
It is. It's terrible.
in any kind of good condition.
But they make matte PPF. So you can just have it all PPF'd and that'll
That's going to be like $3,000.
probably more.
More than that.
Well, I'm
Probably close
saying.
to 10 to do the whole car. But they're special. They had a lot of little tweaks and knick-knack stuff on them
Mm-hmm.
from the factory. It's kind of cool that they actually did all that on a street car.
I'm going to ask a technical question.
Technical away.
So, not about so much the car, but just the concept. If a thing was kind of collectible to start with, which I think this is because it's super limited, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean that it doesn't really qualify as future collectible?
That was kind of what I was going. That's kind of what I was trying to figure out at the beginning of this discussion is what is a future collectible is something that's already collectible. Because technically everything we've looked at so far, except maybe the Mini Cooper, is already kind of collectible.
Fair enough.
I think the stuff I picked and maybe what Bear has picked so far is stuff that he thinks is going to shoot up, not
I wouldn't
just
say
be
shoot up. I'd just say
not just be collectible like it is now.
yeah.
Fair enough.
It gained.
You wouldn't say shoot up?
I don't know, like shoot up like a rocket ship, but
I didn't
Yeah.
consider that at all.
That's what I'm thinking.
they're going to be more valuable than they are today.
Oh.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is this was kind of designed with that in mind.
Uh-huh.
Not really. This was designed as this was going after the Porsche GT3 at the time,
So if I
which was a track day car.
bought this,
Yeah.
and
And this
didn't-
one
and-
looks like it was used as a track day car.
and didn't use it, I would expect it to go up. If I bought I don't know the models of Kias, but if I just bought some random Kia
Huh.
and didn't use it, I wouldn't really expect its value to go up because it wasn't built to be
Right.
special.
Yeah.
And
So what are you trying to say?
it's just a philosophical question of if a thing starts out being the manufacturer made it to be special, doesn't that kind of disqualify it?
No,
I think what he's saying, if the value never went down from the sticker,
it is down.
okay. And I think it's going to go back up.
Right.
Fair enough. It's just
Not just inflation,
No,
but actually be worth a lot more money than.
Yeah.
Okay. I would agree.
no, these were highly expensive.
Did it have a sticker? It's only got
Mhm.
5,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but if those are on the track,
What
that's
is
a lot of
what was the sticker? It was 100 and something.
Was it?
One,
I'll zoom down here and see if I can find it.
Very-
134,000.
so it's half price.
Yep.
Bargain.
Fair enough.
I would agree. I think that'll come back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Strange that it's not a manual.
Yeah. I mean, it was going.
They're really selling that DCT thing.
Yeah, and they were going after the. I don't know if the 99, the GT3 flappy paddle only at that point. I don't
No.
remember.
I don't think so.
Okay. These, I think, are kind of on that same boat as the last one. This is
Okay.
a Spider,
Yeah.
Boxster Spider. The earlier ones had the smaller engine.
Yeah.
This one's got the 4-liter in it,
hmm
high horsepower. I like the top on them. Like
You
the way
do?
yeah,
Um,
like the way they look.
so a Boxster is a convertible,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and a Spider is a convertible, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm just. What's the difference?
the back.
So their usage of that versus it being a regular Boxster, I think this top comes completely off. It's not a convertible.
Yeah.
I think
that-
I
and
think
that the
this
top
one
goes with it.
goes
Does it?
in the back. I think it folds down. I think. I don't know. I'm not a.
I thought you removed
Spider
it and put it in
expert.
the trunk.
I know that there's a there's
Maybe it does fold
some
up.
erecting to do to get it to where it is.
It's at least not. I push a button, the top comes down.
No,
Gotcha.
and it's shorter. I think it's cut down. I don't know. Special.
Okay. You think these are going to go up? You think this is?
I think so.
I
It's a
think this is the
relatively new
cheapest one
car.
I've seen.
That's about 105,000, maybe 103,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because these are basically a Cayman GT4.
it's a
with
GT4
roof,
basically with a
with no roof.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff that's different, but
right.
that's pretty much what they went for there.
Yeah, and for I don't know if I went to go look for a new Porsche, this would be. I think these are a good deal. If you go in and go look for a new 911 convertible or something.
Yeah, I would say at 105, it's probably a good deal
Yeah,
if you wanted a convertible.
Would you be comparing this to a 911 convertible?
me,
He would be.
I would be.
Not everybody would be.
I would cross shop it. I don't need rear seats that are useless. It's got the 4-liter in it. The other Boxsters, well, yeah, I mean they were all 4-cylinder turbos. I think
Some would argue these are better.
maybe the GTS had a 6-cylinder in it. I don't know.
Okay. I'm not as sure about that one.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure about having nearly any rare Porsche or rarish Porsche on my list.
sure.
I feel like they're instantly already worth more than you paid for them.
Yeah,
At least it seems like it. But yeah,
I
I suppose
guess. I don't know.
these are more of a sleeper.
you don't see very many of them. 23 Toyota GR Corolla, and I think the Circuit Edition's the way to go.
Just the 23 or any GR Corolla.
I was pretty specific on the cars I picked.
Okay.
I didn't just pick a Mini and say, well,
So you're
maybe the
thinking
older ones.
this specific Corolla is going to be worth more?
Or at least
Or you're saying all the
that's-
Corolla GRs,
this generation.
GR Corolla Circuit Edition
just the Circuit Edition?
is better than
Okay.
regular GR Corolla,
Gotcha.
in my opinion, because it gets you that wing on the back, gets you vents in the hood, it gets you lightweight stuff here and there. I think,
The 4-wheel drive is a little bit different too.
yeah, might get you more horsepower ease.
That's a very weird looking back end.
It's got front and rear torsion. I think the regular ones are just rear.
Could be.
Can't remember. Because I built
Oh yeah,
a
and
couple different one of
it
these when they
gets
came out.
you the forged carbon roof.
Did you say forged carbon?
I think these don't have a back seat either.
They might.
Oh, this one does.
I know you could get them with like a half cage. I think. I don't know. There's a couple different versions of them, and I think I like this one the best.
Okay.
The Circuit.
Having additional seats, having back seats,
Yeah.
is somewhat helpful in insurance and maybe registration fees in some places. And that's basically it, right?
If you have more than 2 people with
Yeah.
you.
Well, if you're not going to have passengers, if you don't intend to ever have anybody in the back seat area, more than one passenger.
Okay.
The only I thought it was manufacturers were reluctant to make 2-seat cars because they cost more to insure and in some places cost more to register because they're considered to be
Dangerous.
sportier.
Sure.
Never heard of that.
Anyway, this one does have tasteful modifications on it.
Is it going to need to be a stock one to be worth more?
They probably will be worth more, but this one's pretty mild. I think it's got a carbon intake on it and some wheels and
There's some other stuff.
maybe some
It's a
suspension.
ECU tune.
I'm trying to figure out how big this car is.
It's a Corolla.
Yeah, well,
It's slightly bigger than your Yaris was.
that was what I was thinking was that it was pretty. It's shaped a lot
Probably
like my
smaller
Yaris
than
was
your
shaped.
Subaru.
Uh-huh. It's about the same size as your Subaru, slightly smaller.
Yeah. 3-cylinder,
It seems like it's way shorter. I could be wrong.
wider.
The 3-cylinder.
Yeah.
I think if I owned a 3-cylinder car, I think
Got 3 exhaust pipes.
in looking at a 3-cylinder car, my concern would be that I would feel like an impoverished European. I'm not sure that makes any sense.
It's
But
all-wheel drive. It's
that's how I feel about it.
turbocharged. It's manual. It's limited production run.
It's an interesting looking car.
I think they look amazing.
I'm undecided on the back because it kind of looks like it's wearing a bustle,
I like it because they just chopped it off.
except for the wheels. Like the around the wheels, that part comes out.
Right. But they just chopped the back of it so square. They just chopped off the wide body.
Yeah, I can't decide if I like that or not.
I like it. I like it's got a exhaust tip for each cylinder.
Except that the middle one's got a bigger thing on it.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, these in general, I think would be.
Well, that sounds like.
They sound pretty good.
Well, it's interesting.
Yeah. I'm not as sure about this one.
It is a 4-door, so one would expect it to
Not
have
as sure about it.
Not as sure.
Is it because it's too new?
No.
Well, it
I'm
didn't.
not sure the Toyota thing is going to be bringing in a lot of buyers that are ready to spend a lot of money on a Corolla.
I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be a $400,000 car one day.
Okay.
I'd put it in the realm of your Focus.
Sure.
That's so weird because I don't think of it as being in the same realm. I don't know why, but I don't.
Plus, Toyota's still building new ones.
Yeah. There.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
It's Bear's last one. Now we're going to get to the really good stuff. Don't let us down.
I'm going to let you down. All right. So, 570
Oh
mile
my
2016 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat 6-speed. I don't like these.
Uh-huh.
I've never liked these.
Thank you for pointing that out to us.
I do think that at some point in the future, maybe not this one. I just picked a Hellcat at random.
Huh.
That had a manual transmission.
Random Hellcat.
Because I think most of the Hellcats didn't have a manual transmission. At least the ones I could
That's
find.
true.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to come a point where the Hellcats that do have a manual transmission that are in not crazy modified and not used up,
Uh-huh.
the people are going to be like, you know what, that was cooler than I thought it was, because it's going to be a fast, fun car. And I think in all likelihood in the future, cars will become increasingly boring
I think a
until they're driven by AI bots.
unmodified Hellcat that's never been stolen is going to be a unicorn.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't want to pick this. I just felt like it needed to be said.
I don't know. I mean, maybe the manual thing. Yeah.
The manual thing, I think, could be a thing.
Yeah.
I think sure made a lot of these.
All manual cars are going to be more desirable for the people who can drive them in the future, because they aren't going to be
People that can drive them.
people that are. I don't want an automatic car. I would accept an automatic pickup, but I don't want an automatic car. And so as time goes forward, it's going to be harder and harder for me to find a car that I like, because I want to have a clutch pedal. I don't think I'm alone in that.
This one's got 570 miles, so it probably hasn't been stolen.
I've I saw a T-shirt that said "Save the shifty stick." So I thought I should buy one.
You should.
Anyway, so I'm not a huge fan of these, but I think it's a family of cars that, if you get the right one, is going to continue to increase in value.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I think 707 horsepower with a clutch pedal
Yeah.
would be really interesting.
And while I would never buy one, I do think it would be fun to drive.
Probably is a riot.
I mean, it doesn't have the yellow on the front corners.
It's a good color.
Good color.
Doesn't say red gel cell
It doesn't have 9 words in the
cat
name.
on it.
It's relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't know what the range when they made those was, but that's pretty close to the beginning, I think.
It's pretty close. Yeah.
So it's not going to be the fastest, most powerful one, but whatever.
Still 700 horsepower.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So original owner, 2010 Mazda Speed 3. I don't know necessarily that it would be this one, but I think a Mazda 3 is going to grow on people.
Speed 3?
Mazda Speed 3 or Mazda 3?
Either one, actually.
No.
If it's a manual.
Mm-mm.
That's
Nope.
my feeling.
It's got to be a Speed.
Nobody's going to want a Mazda 3.
Well, there you go. It's a Mazda Speed 3. I think that's going to grow on people. And that one was pretty cheap.
Yeah, they
Um,
usually are.
It's got
I don't know why.
replacement
I
engine
mean,
and a 6-speed.
yeah.
I don't really know why either.
I mean,
most of them are rusted or blown up. by-
or crushed
kids.
up pretty badly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This one, actually,
I'd be willing to have that, I think.
I would. I looked for them for a little bit,
Placement.
but I couldn't find anything that was worth,
In good enough condition.
worth buying. So I guess, if you find one like this, where
It's nice.
that's nice and whatever.
I think these were 250 horsepower,
Yeah.
something like that.
A buddy of mine had one of these when they were new, and they're fairly quick.
So I can see the Mazda Speed 3.
Yeah.
Not a Mazda 3. I don't care how many clutch pedals it has.
I accept that. Let's move on.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
Honda Civic Type R Touring. And I did a little research on these. The internet wisdom is that the 2020 through 2023 is the best balance of power and not having too many annoying features. So I picked a 21. And I like this blue.
What are the annoying features?
I didn't pay a lot of attention to that.
Oh.
I just did a little research because
Okay.
I decided that a Civic Type R was going to be on my list.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to find the generation that I wanted to pick, which is this generation.
I think you did a good thing.
Well, I very seriously considered buying one of these, and for a couple of
Well, you
reasons
should have.
decided not to. But
'Cause it's made of Earth dreams.
well, I had my reasons. Anyway, I do think this would be a fun car to own and a fun car to drive. And I think, again, as time passes and cars get more boring, things like this, if they're not destroyed or overly modified, will become more and more desirable. Even though in 2021, when this came out, you could compare it to something that came out 10 years earlier and go, well, that's better in some respects. I don't think...
Than this?
Yeah.
No.
Well, this was kind of
A 2011 Civic Type R, I don't think exists.
Well, no, maybe not exactly
here.
the same thing, but I broadly feel that cars today, are not as good as cars were 5 years ago. So I think as time passes, they will get more and more boring and more nanny-ish and more, I'm not really in control of anything or in touch with the road.
Okay.
And I think this car probably is pretty in touch with the road.
this car is full yabo.
Yeah, well, there's a certain joy in yabibity.
Yeah, I know.
You remember the one I had here, right?
Was it a Type R?
Yeah. They went too far unyabo. They unyaboed it, I think.
I don't think they went too far.
Too far.
I like it better than this.
Well, there you go. What year was it?
24? 25?
Yeah.
You were looked at it. It was right here.
I did look at it. It was a gray Civic.
Yes. Type R.
Whatever.
I think these will be.
Riot to drive.
Yeah.
Really fun.
This was on my other.
They did a
list.
great job.
So I also think cars like this the preponderance of them will not be well cared for and will be destroyed, either by being just poorly maintained or overrun or whatever.
I mean, it's Civic.
I kind of disagree with that.
But most of these guys that buy
Yes.
these are older Civic guys from the 90s.
Older Honda guys.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think they're going to be taken care of. I mean, this one is a 2021 and sold for $42,250,
Yeah.
which is pretty much what the sticker is on a new one.
Yeah.
I think they're 46.
Apparently, if you want a yellow one of these, they're in the 60s.
Because they didn't make very many.
Yeah. Some yellow edition.
The one that I had here sold for 40 something.
Yeah. It's
I
After
think
it was
it sold pretty close to what the sticker price was.
It's weird that the two generations are pretty similarly priced.
Used ones don't seem to be like I was like, wow, that'd be pretty cool to have one of those. Wonder if I could find a cheap one.
Nope.
They're all about 40 grand.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, and
So
presumably
they're pretty
Yeah.
good.
I
there'll come
think
a
that,
point where they stop making them or they make them less
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Less good from my perspective. And
Yep.
then the supply will diminish a little over time, which means the value will go up.
Sure.
2024 Subaru BRZ Premium 6-speed. Not necessarily this one. I just couldn't find a lot of them. Apparently, the current or most recent iteration is the best in terms of power and handling and things like that. And I would include the Toyota, what is it, GT86 or
Yeah.
Apparently, the main difference between them, aside from the front end is differently shaped, is that the Toyota is a bit looser in the back, and so it's more entertaining to drive, although more likely to get crashed into stuff. But I would accept either as this model, and I've seriously considered buying one of these in the past. So I think it's a rear-wheel drive, fairly light, fun car that has a manual transmission in it, and that's a niche that will be less available in the future.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Okay, on the car or on that principle?
On the car. I think they made way too many of them. They're still making them, I think.
I believe they are still
They
making.
make a GR.
Yeah. But even the special editions don't seem to be that special.
I don't know. Kind of like everything. If you find a nice stock one, 20 years from now, it's going to be worth a
Probably.
decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Because these are all getting turned into drift kids. And
I just don't think these are going to shoot up at all.
Well, and I didn't consider really value so much as feature set.
As what?
Features.
I mean,
Features?
it's rear wheel drive,
Features.
manual,
Yeah. The driving experience
As some-
and the interface that you have with the car.
Yeah, but so is a Miata.
Well, and that was on my list.
There's billions of those. Like there's just too many of these.
That's fine. There will be fewer, and there might be fewer at an accelerated rate if people are using them for drifting and whatever nonsense. 715 mile 2020 BMW M2 CS 6-speed. So this is a 3-liter inline 6 turbocharged, rear-wheel drive, manual transmission. I think that's always going to be fun and going to be less available.
Yep.
And also, I mean, I specifically like this one.
This one's really good.
I might maybe change the wheels, but you know, if I went out to my garage and this was sitting in it, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I think these are.
I mean, they make.
I don't know, less than normal ones. But these, in my opinion, are the best M2s.
Yeah,
the CS
definitely the best looking.
Yeah,
relatively uncommon.
Yeah, CS is pretty rare.
I also just really like that it's a straight 6. It could not be turbocharged and I'd be okay with that, but I like that it's a straight 6.
It wouldn't make 444 horsepower.
Yeah, that's fine.
Minus the turbo. I think these are twin.
I believe this is twin turbo. Also, well, it has kind of a modern stupid BMW grille. It's not as stupid.
Yeah, these are good.
And I like that about it.
And they're a good size. I mean, a new 2 Series is getting
big.
You know, they're over 4,000 pounds.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I told you what the new ZR1 weighs.
Yeah.
And the Mustang GTD.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
Safety.
I don't think so.
It's a lot of safeness. Yeah, I think this is definitely a winner.
I mean, bearing in mind that it would have to be relatively uncorrupted.
Maybe.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to do anything to it particularly, other than maybe put different wheels on it.
Yeah, I mean, I could see an exhaust or something, but
and lower it.
It's really low to start with.
It's not low enough.
Oh, fine, whatever.
Yeah, this was on my list of stuff.
The CS.
Yeah,
there you go. That's all we have.
That's it.
That's it.
If you agree or disagree, let us know.
Yeah, let us know anything we blatantly
especially
missed.
what we missed.
I'm sure there's a Jag out there.
I looked. I couldn't find any Jags.
I think an F-Type R.
I had one on my list, but
yeah,
there's some
don't know
that are really good looking, but I think also the downside of that is that they start out fairly expensive and
go to plummet to nothing.
Yeah, I don't know that they're ever gonna.
I don't know. The F-Type Rs are
Get all
still
that back.
40s-ish, 30s, 40s.
Yeah, but old special Jags aren't really that expensive.
Unless they're
really, the only
really
thing is
special.
the E-Type or like a D-Type or
Yeah,
But those we made 14
maybe you
of these
just
for
have to
racing.
wait a really long time for it to get
maybe
viable.
Well, you know,
50 years.
I'm not going to be here in 50 years.
Things would be worth a fortune.
Hope
Yeah.
not. At any rate.
Yeah.
All right. So please like and subscribe and share and comment.
Thanks for watching.